If your skin is stinging when you put on products that used to feel fine, your barrier is asking you to stop. If your skin is red, tight, flaky, or suddenly reactive in ways it never was before, your barrier is also asking you to stop. I know that feeling personally. I have eczema. I've spent more years than I'd like to admit pushing through flare-ups with the wrong products. I was convinced I just needed to find the right serum to fix what was happening. I didn't need a better serum. I needed to repair my barrier. Today, I'm walking you through the complete barrier repair protocol. What to do, what to stop doing, and how long it actually takes. This is the video I wish I had 10 years ago. I'm Dana, skincare educator and founder of Beauty in Color. I help Black women understand their skin, build better routines, and age intentionally. Welcome back. Before we get into the protocol, a quick refresh. Some of you are new here. Some of you watched the first video 3 weeks ago and life has happened. Your skin barrier is the outermost layer of your skin. Its job is to lock moisture in and keep irritants out. When it's healthy, your skin feels comfortable, it looks even, it tolerates your products without drama. But when it's compromised, water escapes faster than your skin can replace it. Irritants get through and inflammation follows. If you want the full deep dive on what the barrier actually is, watch video 1. I'll put the link in the description. But for today, that's all you need. Remember, moisture in, irritants out. When that breaks down, everything else reacts. So here's what I want you to leave this video with. 1, how to tell if your barrier is actually compromised and not something else. 2, the exact steps to repair it. 3, what recovery realistically looks like, including the timeline. 4, the mistakes that send people right back into a flare-up the moment they feel better. Okay, let's get into it. Before you start repairing, you have to confirm what you're actually dealing with, because barrier damage gets blamed for a lot of things that aren't really barrier damage, and it gets missed when it's the real problem. Here are the signs that your barrier is genuinely compromised. You're looking for a cluster of these, not just one single symptom. 1, your skin stings or burns when you apply products, even gentle ones. Water might even sting for that matter. 2, tightness that doesn't go away after moisturizing. Healthy skin should feel softer pretty quickly after you moisturize. 3, persistent flaking or rough patches, especially around the cheeks, nose, and forehead. 4, redness or warmth that lingers. For those of us with deeper skin tones, this can show up as darkness, dullness, or a grayish cast rather than visible red. 5, sudden reactivity to products you've used for months without an issue. 6, increased breakouts that feel inflamed rather than the typical hormonal or congestion-based breakout. 7, a feeling that nothing is working. So every product feels like it's making things worse. I want you to do a quick severity check. If you have 1 or 2 of these signs, you do have some mild barrier stress and you want to adjust and monitor your routine. If you have 3 or 4 of these signs, you do have moderate compromise, so we want to start repairing. And if you have 5 or more, there is some significant barrier damage. So you want a full plan and a full commitment to a barrier repair routine. If you're a Black woman watching this and you've been told your skin doesn't look red, so it must be fine, listen to your skin, not just the mirror. Inflammation in darker skin tones shows up as darkness, dullness, and that ashy gray quality before it shows obvious red. Trust what your skin feels like, not just what it looks like in the mirror. Here's the part nobody wants to hear. In most cases, a damaged barrier wasn't caused by one big event. It was caused by 100 small ones. And if you don't know what broke it, you'll break it again 2 months from now. So here are the 6 most common culprits. 1, over exfoliation. This is the #1 cause I see. So daily acids, weekly scrubs, retinol 3 nights a week, and a hot washcloth on top of all of it. Each of those individually might be fine, but stacked together, they're damaging. 2, too many actives too fast. So vitamin C in the morning, retinol at night, an exfoliating toner in between, a brightening serum on top of that. Most routines that damage the barrier are doing too much, not too little. 3, harsh cleansing. High pH foaming cleansers, double cleansing oily skin twice a day, hot water, aggressive face cloths. Cleansing strips the barrier faster than almost anything else, and most people don't realize they're doing it. 4, environmental factors. So think of cold, dry air, indoor heating, low humidity, hard water, travel. Your skin's barrier is partly a function of where you live and what season it is. If you've moved recently or your home is shifting from heat to air conditioning for the season, that matters. 5, life factors. Let's not forget stress, lack of sleep, hormonal shifts, illness, and medication changes. I'm not going deep on this today, but ignoring this piece is why some people repair their barrier perfectly and watch it break again 3 weeks later. 6, aging. Your barrier naturally thins with age, particularly after 40, particularly during perimenopausal and menopausal transitions. We'll go deeper into this in a future video. For now, here's what I need you to know. If you're in your 40s and you're suddenly reacting to products that never bothered you, that's not in your head. Your barrier is genuinely more vulnerable than it was at 32. The protocol I'm about to share next will repair the damage, but unless you address the cause, you'll be back here. Okay, here's the plan. I'm walking you through it in 5 steps, in order. Don't skip ahead. The whole point is to give your skin nothing to react to so it can do what it knows how to do, which is heal itself. Step 1, strip the routine down to the essentials. For the next 2 to 4 weeks, minimum, your routine is 3 things: a gentle, low pH cleanser, a barrier supportive moisturizer, and sunscreen in the morning. That's it. So no vitamin C, no retinol, no exfoliating acids, no niacinamide plus something serums, no brightening anything, no actives, not even the gentle ones, not even just on weekends. I know this is the hardest part. We've been trained to believe that more products equal more results. In barrier repair, less is the result. Every product you add is one more thing your skin could react to. Pull them out and let your skin reset. Step 2, choose the right products. Not every product labeled gentle is gentle enough for compromised skin. So here's what to look for. In a cleanser, you want something that's low pH, around 5.5, fragrance-free, no sulfates, no exfoliating acids, and no alcohol. A creamy or milky texture, not a foaming one. You're rinsing the day off, not deep cleaning a kitchen. With your moisturizer, this is the workhorse of your routine. So look for ceramides, cholesterol, fatty acids, niacinamide, and squalane. Avoid fragrance, essential oils, and anything labeled active. And with your sunscreen, this is the part people skip during repair, and it is a mistake. Sun exposure further damages an already compromised barrier and triggers hyperpigmentation, which is a particular issue for Black women and darker skin tones. Choose a formula that's fragrance-free and non-irritating. I'm not going deep on sunscreen for Black women today. That's its own dedicated video coming up. But for repair purposes, here's what you need to know. The gentlest SPF you tolerate is the right SPF. Every product I personally use for barrier repair is in the description box below. You can also find them on my approved page and in my ShopMy Barrier Repair collection. I've curated specific picks for different skin types and different budgets, so you can find what works for you. Step 3, hydrate, then moisturize. There's a quick teaching point I need to give you here because barrier repair is partly a hydration problem. Hydration means putting water back into your skin. Moisturizing means locking that water in. They're not the same step, and compromised barriers need both. During repair, that often looks like applying a hydrating layer on damp skin, then sealing it in with your barrier supportive moisturizer. I'm teaching hydration versus moisturizing fully in a future video, but for now, all you need to know is this. On damp skin, you put a hydrating layer and you follow up with your moisturizer to lock the water in. Step 4, stop doing the damaging things. Repair is as much about subtraction as addition. While you're repairing, stop. Stop the hot water on your face. Use lukewarm only. Stop physical exfoliation of any kind. So no scrubs, no washcloths, no cleansing brushes. Stop sheet masks with actives, peels, at-home devices that involve heat or microcurrent. Stop trying a new product just to test it, not now. And stop touching your face. Let the barrier try to rebuild. Step 5, hold the line. This is the step that separates people who actually repair their barrier from people who chase the feeling of repair forever. You hold this routine for 2 to 4 weeks minimum, even when it starts feeling better in week 1, especially then. Reintroducing your old routine the moment your skin calms down is the single biggest reason barrier damage becomes chronic. Mark the date on your calendar. If you start on the 1st, you don't touch a single active product before the 28th. And even then, you reintroduce one product at a time every 2 weeks, watching how your skin responds. Remember, slow is the whole point. This is the section nobody talks about, and it's the section that would have saved me a lot of grief. Recovery is not linear. It's not even close to linear. So here's what to actually expect when you're going through this process. Days 1 through 3, your skin might feel worse before it gets better. So tightness might increase as your skin adjusts to fewer products. This is normal. Don't panic and add things back in. Days 4 through 7, the acute symptoms start to ease. So the stinging, the burning, the most intense tightness. Flaking might still be present though. Week 2. Your skin starts to feel comfortable again. So products absorb instead of sitting on top. Redness or darkness from inflammation begins to fade. And then weeks 3 and 4, your texture smooths out, skin tone evens. The reactivity that started this whole thing should be largely gone. Real talk from someone who lives this. With eczema, my own barrier repair is never a clean 4-week story. It's 2 weeks of progress, 3 days of regression because the weather shifted and my home went from heat to AC overnight. And then there's another week of holding steady. The wins still count, even when the road is bumpy. Repair is the direction, not the deadline. If after 4 weeks you followed this strictly and you're not seeing meaningful improvement, that's the moment to see a dermatologist. If your barrier isn't getting better, it could be a sign of something else going on. Eczema, rosacea, dermatitis, conditions that need medical treatment alongside good skincare. Once you're 4 weeks in and your skin feels stable, you can start to reintroduce actives. Here's how to do it without ending up right back where you started. 1, introduce one product at a time. Not a whole routine reintroduction, one single product. 2 weeks of observation per product. So use the product 2 to 3 times the first week. If your skin is comfortable, increase to your target frequency in week 2. 3, start with the gentlest active first. So niacinamide before vitamin C before retinol, retinol before any kind of acid exfoliation. 4, Apply on top of your moisturizer, not bare skin the first few uses. This is called buffering. It slows the active down and gives your barrier a soft landing. 5. If anything stings, burns, or flares within 48 hours, pull it back out. That product isn't the right fit for where your skin is right now. If you're someone who used to do retinol 3 nights a week, do not go back to 3 nights a week. Start at 1 and then earn your way back up. I want to close with this because it's part of the barrier repair that's actually the hardest. The barrier damaging routine is almost always the routine that felt the most productive. So the acids, the actives, the 7-step regimen, the new launch your favorite influencer just posted about. Those are the routines that feel like you're doing something for your skin. Barrier repair feels like the opposite. So 3 products, no drama, no glow from this new serum moment. Just slow, quiet healing. That's the mindset shift I want you to take from this video. A healthy barrier is the result of less, not more. It's the foundation that lets every other ingredient in your routine actually work. If your barrier isn't intact, the most expensive serum on your shelf is going to underperform or actively make things worse. This is also where the conscious consumer mindset matters most. The goal isn't to add the next thing. It's to ask whether what's already in your routine is actually earning its place. If this video helped you, leave me a comment and let me know where you are in your barrier repair journey. If you're starting this week, drop the date you started. I'll be checking in. Next week, we're talking about how to layer your skincare products in the right order, which is one of the most common questions I get and a major reason routines stop working. So make sure you're subscribed. The full written protocol with the product recommendations will be on the blog this Wednesday. I'll add the link to the description when it's live. I'm Dana. Take care of your barrier, and I will see you next week.